I'm Colin Ramsey. I'm doing an exclusive interview with Thomas Harry, author of the book How to Beat the Credit Crunch. Hello Thomas, how are you today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Colin, and I'm happy to do this interview today.
Delighted to have you on board. Tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm 27 years old. I'm staying in Falkirk at the moment. I'm originally from Lithgow. I'm staying in Falkirk at the moment. I work for a Click Manager Council in the housing department, and achieved a Technology and Business Studies degree at Strathclyde University in 2002.
So tell us about your new Credit Crunch book.
Well, I've written this new book. It's called How to Beat the Credit Crunch. It gives people advice and tips on money saving, advice about buying and selling in the housing department, and it's a straightforward book that gives people different tips and advice on how to save during this difficult financial time.
Yes, absolutely. So why did you write the Credit Crunch book?
Well, there's two reasons really that I decided to write the book. The first reason is because there's so much doom and gloom about just now regarding the credit crunch, and I thought that people could do with a positive resource and something that speaks positively about the credit crunch. And secondly, because my own brother, he lost his job and he works in the surveying sector, and that's been badly affected by the credit crunch. So primarily it was those two reasons why.
So what does the book contain?
Well, the book contains specifically advice about buying and selling the housing market, because at the moment that's one of the areas that have been affected really badly by the credit crunch, because people are afraid to buy and sell at the moment. It also has information about job loss, if people have lost their jobs, got good advice and information about that. It also has information about money saving tips and different household bills and how you can reduce those costs. It also has budgeting information and worksheets and different tips within there as well for people during this credit crunch.
Okay then. Why do you think the book is helpful?
Well, I believe the book is helpful to people because it has a lot of important information and good advice that will help people budget and plan ahead. I believe it's good because it's straightforward for people during this difficult financial time. I believe that during this difficult financial time, the credit crunch, I believe having the right information will make a lot of difference to people. And the book is straightforward, it's simple, it's got great tips in it, and I believe that it's a book that will make a difference for people.
Sure. How did you go about writing the book?
Well, although this is the first book I've actually had published, I have got previous writing experience. And in order to write this book, what I did was I looked at the key areas of the credit crunch, for example, the housing market. I looked at the job sector, I looked at household bills. And what I did is I used the experience I've got from my Technology and Business Studies degree at Strathclyde University, and I also did research, I did questionnaires and get feedback from the public, and from there I then compiled what I thought was the best and most relevant information to help people in this difficult time. So that's how I put the book together.
Excellent. Was it hard to write the book, and did you enjoy it?
Well, it was difficult because it took months of hard work and dedication, and I had to put a lot of things aside and had to focus on that. But it was also a very enjoyable experience, and it was great. And especially when I first received published copies of the book, that was especially good because it was a great sense of achievement it gave me at that point. So yeah, it was good.
I can imagine it would do, yeah. Was it hard to get a publisher?
Well, publishers actually wasn't too difficult. I had the option of about 4 different publishers, and I opted to go with Dom and Scott Limited, who are based in England, and the reason for that was they've got great services and they're also very quick as well, so I decided to choose them to be the publisher.
Excellent. How's the book doing so far then?
Well, the book has had a good response from the public, and people have been ordering the book through the website and through Amazon as well, and I believe the book is helpful to people, and that's why I believe that it's had a good response. There's been a few articles done, as we see here, there's been a few articles done in the newspapers, and that's helped to increase the awareness, and I believe more people will decide to get the book because I believe it will become more relevant and more helpful to people in the future.
Can you show us the press releases in the newspapers so far?
Yeah, as I say, the response so far has been great through the media and through the press and different newspapers, and these are some of the newspapers. And this here is the Alloa Weekender, made the front page there, that was an interview there. And this is also the Alloa Weekender. This was a question time I did with the Alloa Weekender again. And this is with the West Lothian Courier. This was an article done with them. This well, the West Lothian Courier. There was an article done with them as well. And also Allo Advertiser, that was with the football players there. Greg Spence, Scott Booth and Dougie Wilson. I did with the Allo Advertiser for the book. This is also the Bonus Journal. The article was done with the Bonus Journal as well. That's like the twin newspaper of the Lithgow Gazette. And this was the first article that I did. As well. It's the New County News. I did there as well. And Lithgow Gazette again. This is a twin newspaper with Bonus. And so that's the newspaper press releases I've had so far. It's been 6 different newspapers, and that's been an enjoyable experience.
How have family and friends responded?
Yeah, the response has been great from my family and friends. I've had a lot of support, and people have been positive, enthusiastic. Some people have especially been really, really good during this time and given me ideas and really been positive, and I've been really happy with that.
What do you feel is the key solution to the credit crunch?
Well, the key area that's been affecting the credit crunch is the housing market. I mean, it originated in America, like the subprime markets, and that's now come over here to Europe now. And so I believe what's really important at this time is for the government to continue to put money into banks and financial institutions, but with the condition that these institutions and banks then become freer and more open in lending to the public, because the mortgages at the moment and interest rates are high, and so it's difficult for people to get mortgages, and the banks are a little bit reluctant to loan at the moment. And I believe it's important for the market to be stimulated and for things to go moving again, is for the banks and the financial institutions to have money put in there, but with the condition that they make mortgages and loans more available to the public.
Certainly. What would you say to people watching this who are maybe financially secure and feel they don't need to read this book?
Well, what I would say is that's first and foremost, that's a very good question, and I'm glad you asked that. What I would say is this book has been written in a way that no matter what your financial situation is, it can be good, it can be bad, it can be okay. The book will still make a difference, it will still help people. And whatever the situation you're in, you can always improve your financial situation. And this book has great ideas and tips that people wouldn't even have thought about yet, that will improve your finances further. And I also believe the book is that good and relevant that you could pick this book up in 2-3 years' time and it'll still be very relevant, still be very helpful to people and make a difference for them.
Sure. Again, there have been articles in 6 different newspapers covering your book. How have you found the media experience? Yeah,
it's been great. I've enjoyed it so much, working with the editors, the presenters and the reporters. It's been a great experience, and especially like some of the photo shoots that I've done with like Allo Advertiser. That was with some of the football players and with the Stirling Observer as well. There were some great experiences, working with these reporters, and I believe my communication skills and my social skills are very good as well. So that's one of the reasons that I've been quite comfortable working with the media people so far. Yeah. Sure.
Where is the book available?
Well, the book is available on Amazon and also at the book website, which is www.secure-life.com. The book costs $5.99 and it's free postage in both those websites. And if you're ordering from outside the UK, then Amazon is the best place to get it. But so within the UK, you can order it from either of the two. And the book costs $5.99, but I believe it's a small investment to make, considering the amount of helpful information, advice and money that this book will save you. So I believe it is a worthwhile investment for people.
Sure. If anyone wanted to contact you like the media, how do they do this?
Well, if people want to get in contact, that's regarding media or different press releases and things like that, then they can contact via the website. Again, it's www.secure-life.com. Via the contact page, they can get in contact there. If there's any kind of work they want to do with that, they can contact me via the website.
Okay, Thomas, thanks for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure listening to you.
No problem. And I've enjoyed the experience, Colin. It's been good to do this interview with you today.
Many thanks. Best of luck for the future.
Thanks. You too. Bye.